Hello everyone. In the last video lecture, we discussed about the formation of an interstitial compound. With the continuation of that video lecture, we start the new property of the transition element, that is the formation of an alloy. This is again one of the most important property of the transition elements. This property is shown by transition element because of their similar atomic size. Because of similar atomic size, these elements replace the atoms of one another and get mixed to form the new combination which we called here as alloys. These alloys has importance in our day-to-day life. In the manufacturing of parts of aircrafts, most of the utensils which we used in a kitchen, we called it as a kitchenwares, and in other field also. Before we start the formation of an alloy, if you are new to my channel and till you are not subscribing my YouTube channel, then please subscribe the YouTube channel and share and like videos. You can also follow my Facebook page. Thank you. We start with the formation of an alloy. Then what is meant by alloy? When two metals are mixed in a molten state, we get something called as an alloy. It may be defined as alloys may be homogeneous solid solution in which the atoms of one metal are distributed randomly among the atoms of the other element. Here alloys may be homogeneous solid solution. That means solid in solid. Solute is solid as well as solvent is also solid. That is called as the solid solution, in which the atoms of one metal are distributed randomly among the atoms of other element, and this combination of two metals called as the alloys. Transition elements have a tendency to form alloys due to the similar size of all elements. The elements belonging to particular series in a transition elements shows the nearly similar size of the element. That atomic size is nearly same. So they replace each other and mix together to form their combination, and this combination is called as the alloy. Due to this, the atoms of one type are replaced by other type in the crystal lattice. The atoms are replaced by if the difference in atomic size is 15 plus minus 15% of each other. This is the reason the alloys are easily formed in a transition element, because the difference in a particular series of a transition series element is a plus minus 15%. That means because of this smaller difference in their atomic size, they can replace one another and easily get mixed to form this combination which we called here as a alloy. This is the reason why they form the alloys. Because of a similar radii and other characteristics of a transition metal, alloys are readily formed by these metals. The alloys so formed are hard and have often high melting points. Hard. When the transition metal can form the alloy, then their melting points and some physical properties are to be changed. Their melting point is high. Alloys are mainly of two types, ferrous and non-ferrous. Here we first discuss about the ferrous alloy. Ferrous alloys have atoms of the other elements distributed randomly in atoms of iron in the mixture. Ferrous alloy, it means here iron is the main, and in the iron the atoms of other elements are distributed randomly. So such alloys are called as the ferrous alloy. The next one is the non-ferrous alloy. Non-ferrous alloys are formed by mixing atoms of a transition metal other than iron with non-transition element. That means it is a combination of a transition metal other than iron. Non-ferrous alloys are not formed by the iron. But other than iron, transition elements combines with the non-transition element. That means the elements which are not the member of a transition series. And this combination is called as the non-ferrous alloys. Here the example of a ferrous alloy is stainless steel, nickel steel, which is used in the manufacturing of tapcocks, chrome steel, it is used in designing or in decorating the bikes. Brass, here the example of a non-ferrous alloy, brass is an alloy of copper and zinc. Copper is the transition series element but not a zinc. So it is a combination of copper transition element and a non-transition element. And it is used in the preparation of bells, trumpets, again band instruments. Then bronze, which is a combination of a copper and tin, transition metal, non-transition metal. It is used for the manufactures of a statue. Then uses of alloy. The best known are ferrous alloys. Chromium, vanadium, tungsten, molybdenum and manganese are used for the production of variety of steels and stainless steels. Iron along with the chromium, vanadium, tungsten, molybdenum and manganese, these are used to prepare a steel of a various quality and various grade. Bronze, an alloy of a copper and a tin, is a tough, strong and corrosion resistance. This is one of the use of making alloys, that is to avoid the corrosion of parent metal element. It is used for making statues, medals and trophies. Bronze. Cupronickel, an alloy of copper and nickel, is used for making machinery parts of marine ships and boats. Marine ships and boats are generally in a saline water, and saline water easily corrodes the iron. In order to preserve or in order to maintain the ships and the boats, instead of iron, at most of the places cupronickel is used. For example, marine condenser tubes. Stainless steel are used in the construction of the outer fuselage of ultra high speed aircraft. Outer covering for making the part of the high speed aircraft which is to be exposed to the atmosphere, in the atmosphere, is to be manufactured from the stainless steel. Nichrome, an alloy of nickel and chromium in the ratio of 80:20, has been developed specially for gas turbine engines, which is a combination of nickel and chromium called as the nichrome, and it is used for the making of gas turbine engines. Gas turbine engines are used in aeroplanes, and these are made up of the nichrome. Titanium alloys withstand stress up to high temperature and are used for ultra high speed flight, fireproof bulkheads and exhaust shrouds. Bulkheads, it means for making a fireproof walls called as the bulkheads, and exhaust shrouds simply we call it as silencer, for making the silencer, because silencer is continuously emits the hot gases. For that purpose silencer of the bikes and the cars are made up of these titanium alloys.